to wrap up, we have a brief round of rapid fire questions. So just one or two words, whatever
Yep.
comes to mind. Okay. First of all, favorite Dallas restaurant?
Wabi House Ramen.
Oh, okay. Um,
I got to surprise you too.
yeah, I know. We haven't been to that one together. So, what is the best coffee in Dallas?
Ooh, gosh, I don't want to offend anybody. LDU or Ascension?
Okay.
What do you think?
Merit.
Merritt's very good too.
Okay. What's your favorite place that you've ever traveled to?
I would say New Mexico, the Santa Fe area.
Okay. If you could have dinner with one historical figure, who would it be?
Abraham Lincoln.
What book are you currently reading?
Let's see. I always read several books at the same time. It's
I
kind of
figured it would be a
it's kind of a
multifaceted
personality flaw. Let's see. I am reading several books about housing. I'm very interested in how we solve this housing problem in America. There was a very nice book by a Brookings economist named Jenny Schuetz called Fixer Upper. Pretty nice diagnosis of what we need to do in America. But I read really a lot of books. That's one other bit of advice I would have for your listeners is always be a lifelong learner, always be a reader.
Okay. What is your favorite TV show that you're watching or have watched recently?
I loved Game of Thrones, but that's over. Recently, I've liked For All Mankind, very interesting view of what the future might have looked like or might yet look like. We've just watched Shogun. It's amazing. I lived in Japan for a time after college. I like Japanese culture a lot. It's an amazing production, and now actually. Now your mom and I are watching a show called The Three Body Problem, which is based on a novel, actually a trilogy, extremely scary, interesting view of what the future might hold, and they've done a really good job of making a TV show about it. So I would recommend that to anybody. I really like these things that kind of imagine what the future might look like, for better or for worse.
Yeah. What is the best band or artist currently in the music scene?
Me being on the older side, inevitably, I like some people who are kind of my vintage or a little bit older. So I'm really glad that Bruce Springsteen is still touring some. He's certainly one of the great artists of probably all of American history. Of the ones younger than me, my personal favorite is Brandi Carlile, as I think you know. Brandi and her bandmates are just an absolutely meteoric talent. Everybody should give them a listen.
Well, it was a fun game in my own head to just guess what you were going to say. And I got like 50% of them right, but that was the one. Okay, this is the last one. It's not fully fair. Caitlin Clark or Lily Clark?
Like, which one can make better three-pointer shots from the
objectively,
from the
Caitlin.
Line? What's the question? There's no question mark.
It can be rhetorical.
Well, needless to say, I am really, really proud of all of our daughters, you and Annabelle and Charlotte. And from a distance, I am a great admirer of Caitlin Clark's phenomenal basketball ability. She had a great run, and looking forward to watching her in the WNBA.